Alright, hello. Today I'm going to be casting Pain versus Furia in the playoffs of the Austin Major 2025. This is the quarterfinal, and I'm going to be casting Map 2 Anubis between these two teams. These two Brazilian teams at that. One of these teams is going to make it to the semi-final, which is going to be the first time a Brazilian team has made it in a long while, actually, in a good while. So we'll have to see which one of these teams can fight the most for this top spot going into the major. Right, we'll have to see how this goes, but I'm going to have to give you a warning. I've got kind of a festival going on in the field next to my house, so I'm not sure if the mic is going to be able to pick it up, but you might hear some Mr. Brightside at some point, I don't know, but we'll have to see if this can be cast well, so hope for the best. Alright, so as I said, a Brazilian team in the semi-final of a major is a massive, massive chance for the region. The region being underrepresented when you compare it to somewhere like Europe, somewhere that is so densely populated with such incredible Counter-Strike teams across the globe. And to see such a kind of lesser benefited region in the Americas, love to see one of these teams go through, which they will make it through. Just have to question which one, and Nikindar finds the first one for Furia. Getting rushed into dark at the moment, getting pushed from the B site. B site taken over swiftly by Pain. Furia gonna have to fight for the retake now on the B site of Anubis. Snow on the edge of the smoke has got a good sight line to see what is going on, gives them a good line of defense. But as Yakindar and Morodoy pushing back in from dark, going to be a full-on crunch. Snow's been spotted out, so he gets a quick headshot from Yakindar. But three players over here from main at the moment, just spamming through the smoke, just trying to see what they can find. DGT getting two through the smoke so far. Going a bit more. The defuse, though. DGT can get a second and a third. Sorry, a fourth even. This guy fully just spams through the smoke with a Glock and finds a quad kill. What am I looking at? The man just knows where to shoot and already has the tunnel vision onto exactly where the bomb was. Just managing to take a quad on that is insane. I want to say luck, but Furia completely shut out of that from somebody they can't even see. Just a threat behind a smoke, invisible to them. They get taken out of the round from that. A nice start for the man on this roster. And Furia are going to go in for the full eco at this point. And we're going to see them make a little pyramid on A site. A pyramid of bodies waiting to be mowed down by the rifles and Mac 10s of Pain. Gonna push through. They have gambled correctly. Yakindar on the opening one, but Snow peeking out fully. Just happy with that. Gonna go straight into the side. They're gonna see it's packed with players. But DGT on the side finds a triple. And now the site is swarmed. They can't go anywhere without dying. And Biggie Zera farming up the final frags. And once again we see DGT with the majority of the kills in this round. The man can do no wrong. And so he farms up that round too, giving Pain a good lead coming into this second map of Anubis. We did see Nuke a minute ago. That was a pick of Pain, which they lost it. Furia 13-6. Maybe not what you wanted to see from Pain. Just all of the players on Furia just showing up and showing us what they're made of in this quarterfinal and what they can do with this crowd that you can't hear from me, but is 100% there, which changes absolutely everything for these teams that don't see crowds as often, that don't have the stage experience. And so Pain have to step up now, or else they'll be finding their ticket home sooner than they hope. And DGT probably going to peek into the AWP sideline if he's not careful. And he is. Molodoy quick to punish. So that's the first one taken out of the round for Furia. Off the back of that kill though, Pain have taken some initiative and gone up mid. That's gone correctly. They've gone all the way through mid. Now they're going into the back of B. Molodoy on the AWP sightline isn't optimal for this. Gonna have to flick to someone if they can decide to peek him, but I think they're just gonna get free reign to run through the back of B. And the run through coming from A main finds the two lurking out there. So now the only people left have to be on the B site. The entire map has been cleared. Molodoy missed shot. Gonna get circled around by Davideus if he's not careful, but the rest of the team's gonna have to fight this push off. Running through the smoke now, Yakindar, blind from that one, finds the kill. Running the outside, Snow dancing around the pillar, just trying to play time. Neither of Furia have got kits as well. Nade lands directly on Snow's head, but NQZ with the rifle at the back of the site, they don't know where he is. If he can play the time well, kill the defuse, they know where he is. Have to get on the defuse soon. NQZ gonna peek out. Kserat on the defuse, does he have it? Oh, he just gets that in the final couple of seconds, so Furia take their first. Quick to punch back after losing the pistol and the conversion. Right back into the game. As we see them go full in for rifles, Molodoy last round bought an AWP with no Kevlar, no grenades, no nothing. The man went in full balls to the door and just completely flushed. He found the opening kill, but at the end he did fall off. But I think they saved the AWP for him, because otherwise I'd be surprised if they could afford that 2 rounds in a row. So crikey. AWP coming out early. At least the man's showing us what he can do on this stage. Molodoy with the least experience total on these stages. Newest to the roster, coming off Amcal. Been doing well so far. Like I said, he does just die though. Without a kill, as the sprays through the smoke just find him a bit too soon for his liking. Now 1 member falls from each party. Let the round reset. See where you can go from here. DGT gonna get pushed. Gets the first one, but gets traded out quickly. 3v3. Now Fallen gonna go through mid. Gonna have 3 players there. He's not gonna be able to get out of this. Gets a surprise from the top of mid. So now the final players of Furia, Kserat and Yuri, both locking on to mid. Kserat finds the first one, and the second one, Yuri, coming back with that, but they know where he is. Davideus gonna have to come in with the clutch for this round, but he does find it as well. Kserat and Yuri come tantalizingly close, but Davideus shuts them down just like that and gets an AWP for him as well. Gets rid of the AWP from Molodoy's hands and puts it into his brother of NQZ's. And so now we find a T-side AWP for NQZ. There are some good angles you can play here for some good map control, and especially if Furia are going to go for the full eco here. A couple of nades on Kserat after he racks up a couple of kills in the previous round, but nonetheless, it's not a whole lot to work with. NQZ quite easily can get some picks off, especially when he's going up against pistols. If there was an AK on the other side of it, you might have the inclination to think that they might be able to get the trade out of it on an AWP. Against pistol, it's unlikely. And Molodoy, that shot should have hit. I'll give him that. That looked like it should have, but unfortunately for him, does not. Molly doesn't flush him out. Doesn't flush out Yakinda. So the full stack on mid at the moment, going quite well, but it looks like it's a bit of a ruse. Oh no, they are pushing up now. Coming into the Lion's Den. A's getting tested and going around the corner. Biggie Zera sees a couple of faces. Yakinda pushing up, knows how weak Biggie Zera is, but Davideus ready to fight back, and NQZ with his back as well. Davideus peeking these angles on 15 HP. Full balls. And with Pain showing us what they're made of. They are going to wipe the floor of this eco buy with Furia. Not taking a single casualty. I mean, Big Zera getting really close. 1 HP left. And he still manages to keep his AK. Standing strong, but could have been blown over by the breeze, but nonetheless gets to keep his gun going into these next rounds. And so Furia going in for a full buy. AWP coming out as well. We see these AWPs. We're only 5 rounds in, and we've seen probably 3, maybe even 4 AWP rounds. Maybe it's got to be 3, surely. But this being the 4th, this is insane how quickly they've got them out. A lot of teams don't like doing this, and oh my goodness, the AWP diff. NQZ picking that one up early and for free. And by God, he holds this angle strong and confidently without even Rescoping on the angle, just kind of taking in the sights for the minute there. But now, surely Payne can just play advantage. So the round gets way more difficult for the CT side. At the moment, you would say they're going to put their bets on going A for this take, and Furia have read it at the moment, have put their eggs into the basket of A correctly. But once you go for a fight on Anubis, it's hard to back down from it. It's hard to get away from it. The fight chases you quickly. And it is going to be an A split? No, they're dumping some utility on A, and Fallen. Beautiful headshot onto Biggie Zera there, tracing the man's body. But off the back of that one, the rest of Payne are going onto the B side, and Yuri, with the AWP, finds the first. Manages to get away, so he finds the pick. Makes it a little bit easier. The man advantage has been given back over to Furia, as Payne have gone fruitless into these past few rifles, past few duels. And now the flank from Yakindar finds out the first one, and now Payne falling on the site, getting attacked from multiple angles. Don't know where to look. That's a missed shot from NQZ, and it's only Davideus left on the site. He flicks around, finds the first one, finds a second, and Yuri left alone. But Davideus, such low HP, he's on 1 HP, just plays time, and Yuri finds the kill, but the bomb can still go off. No kits in sight, and Payne find another one off the back of that. Oh my goodness. Just as you see it going in Furia's favour, they find the man advantage, find a bit of an easier retake, as they can attack from all angles at the same time with a pinch onto the B bomb site. But Payne, just don't give up. Davideus doing a little dance around the pillar. Perfectly played. And that gives him another round. And he saves the AWP. No, he doesn't save the AWP, actually. NQZ is just rich as hell and brings it out of his back pocket. So Yuri, the only man who could save a gun in that round. It looks like it's going to be a hero AK for Furia. Gonna have to do something incredible to get this round, to get another round. But nonetheless, it is an eco buy. You can expect to lose it, but yeah, a round win is nice to have. And so off the back of that first time out for Furia, we'll have to see what strats they pull out for this, or are they just preparing for these next rounds to come. But already, a 4-round lead is quite a hefty one, especially when you're on the CT side. To bring that back is going to be quite a task. Or are Payne going to get the opportunity to run away with it a bit quicker? Pushing out quickly, that is a quick rush out from Yuri. He finds the first 2 kills, gives him an early advantage, and oh my goodness, there's a chance. But Snow, going onto the B side, does find it clear. But now the rifles, they've been saved. So many rifles in the hands. Yakindar's also got an AWP on him. And so already they're putting up a fight. Yakindar finds another one, and Payne are just falling to the pistols. What started off as an eco buy, coming back for them. Snow holds his ground though, already on a triple kill. But Payne split across the map. Snow and DGT on opposite ends. Now Keserato did have the bomb there for the minute. Knows where it is. So surely somebody comes his way sometime soon. Snow on a triple and low HP. Then just go back for the bomb. 45 seconds, but Fallen has run up so far with such big balls with a P250 in his hands. And surely he sees DGT completely pants down and he finds him. So Snow has now got to have the ace on his hands if he wants to win the round. And low HP, surely they can find this. He gets the bomb, but has he got enough time? 22 seconds. Going back, they know where he's going. He has to stick the plant. They just have to play time here. They know where he is, running around, but just don't want to give him anything. Fallen does manage to take him out with the P250 as well. Doesn't manage to kill him after time, though. So, Snow a nice triple kill. I'll give him that, but just unfortunately couldn't bring it to the conversion. All of his team die around him. As the early push with the AK is an absolute killer for Pain. I can't believe he got away with that in that round, and that is the single-handedly the one thing that won them the round. Those two openings, absolute masterclass. And it looks like Snow have gone for a hero AK as well here. Off the back of that one, want to reproduce the outcome of the previous round. But look at all of them queuing up in dark, waiting canal. Just on the other side of the wall of Yakinda. As soon as the smoke fades, he's going to throw the incendiary, but it's not going to be there in time. But he has got backup from Yuri, so they are just able to farm a couple of these kills. They can find 3 of them. Now Fallen left alone on the side. Surely he finds another one. Yes, he does. And Biggie Zero left alone with a pistol in his hands. Can't do anything. We've Fallen cleaning up the rest of them. So I'm quite surprised there. They do manage to find 2 kills off the back of that. Pain do get a couple of them. Do get to knock in some economic damage into this. Which is better than nothing. I will give them that. But nonetheless, racking up some money. Furia getting a bit, allowing themselves a bit more headroom to come into these next rounds and start bringing back this lead from 5-1 to 5-3, and with some good economy behind them, does give them something to work for. Caserato flashed out, sees a lot of bullets spraying his way, does get taken. And so no kills just yet. The round just allowing itself to play out. And Yuri sees a couple more, but doesn't get the chance. And that calls the rotate over really quickly as well. So that, now this means that Pain are going to be running into a stacked bomb site. 4 players here. You have to do the full push. Are they going to realise that Snow's in here already though? He's only got a pistol. So yeah, he's going to get taken out. Is the trade can't come through as NQZ swings off the back of that. DGT still here, still waiting. Is he going to get the chance? Surely he'll be ready for it. Yes, he is. And now the bomb site. Everybody's here. They're going to have to go for it. Rushing out, low utility. Biggie Zero finds an opening, and they find another one. It's getting close. And Caserato, the only man left from the other side of the map, the A player, now going to rotate through Canal. Going through dark. Trying to see what he can find off the back of this. It's a quick flank. Is Biggie Zero going to be ready for it? Yes, he is, but he doesn't get the kill. Now, Davideus, 2 HP, and Caserato has a kit. He has a fighting chance. But so many angles to clear. Could be anywhere. The phantom that is Davideus. Could be anywhere. And maybe he's going to run out of time just simply by the paranoia. Bomb's running low. And he's not even going to go for it. He's just going to run away. Oh my goodness. He had such an incredible chance. And Davideus even dies to the bomb on 2 HP from so far away. Caserato didn't know how well he had it. Just too many angles to clear and not enough time. What a shame. The man had the round in the palm of his hand, but just let it slip away. Furia though, I've got a good piggy bank flowing though, so they've had enough money to buy into this next round as well. And Pain, off the back of their round win, haven't got a good enough economy to afford anything more than Galils, which is kind of sad. But now, main control being taken, they do realise that, but now questioning themselves. And that's a nice smoke from Queserato. We'll give him that. Flushing him out, giving him a chance to retake main control. So as the smoke fades, they're going to have to go over towards B. But the early kill in towards dark doesn't give them a whole lot of options. So much space could have been taken. Canals compromised. Now Payne going to have to make a decision. Queserato knows how many people on the other side of that smoke, and Game just misses the timing just as everyone pushes. Surely he knows of it now. Jumping down, so many bodies, finds the first, and DGT so weak is managing to pull it back. NQZ getting another kill, managing to get the bomb planted down, but now he's got to defend against 3 players until his teammate can arrive. Davideus on the other side of the map. All to do, just stand your ground. Hold it strong and no utility to work with. Gets to the end, but gets swiftly taken out. Davideus in the 1v3. Hiding behind the pillar once again. We've seen him do it once, but he's trying it again. No kits for Furia. And they don't know where he is. They're so close. But now he strikes. He takes the first kill. Just trying to stay alive. Just trying to buy time. Finds a second one. And Molodoy hasn't got the time. He hasn't got the kit. And Davideus in the 1v3 wins the round again. This man can't do anything wrong. And Molodoy, not a chance, without a kit, without a hope for the round. And young blood on this team carrying them to rounds. They can't believe it. They're just taking a time out off the back of this. And Payne can't believe that what they're witnessing from this absolutely incredible player. And so they take the time out. I can't believe what I'm watching. Clutch after clutch for this man. Bring them rounds, and it's 7-3. 2 rounds left of this half. Furia are going to have to make a stand now if they want to be in a good position for the next half in this quarterfinal. My goodness. How do you let it get away to that? How do they allow that to happen? Now a bit of a quick round from Payne, rushing in through dark. Yakinda gets traded out. Now 2 players on the site, got to defend against a couple more. A lot of smokes going out, but not a lot of movement happening. Fallen on the edge of the smoke with the MP9, a strong position if they want to push this, but are they going to be ready for him? Surely they consider this. Fallen, partially blinded, have to look away, and Big Uzera finds a perfect timing, going onto the site, spams through the smoke for another one. And now it's Molodoy left on his own, over on B, misses his shot, and he can't find any chance at regaining the round from that position in the 1v3. And that's an AWP just handed straight back over to Payne. 5-round lead, why don't you make it another one? Why don't you make it a 6-round lead? Here, have this AWP. My goodness, and now Furia can have to force bind this round. Famas being brought out, the desperation as they go into this round with nowhere near enough money to give themselves a chance. And Payne comfortable in knowing that surely this round is theirs. Now Payne are being given a lot of space here. Whilst Furia don't know it, Payne could be all the way up mid. So much space, but Queserato has taken some initiative and made his way out of B main. So he has a good position here, so surely they're either mid or A. The rest of Payne have to be queuing up in one of these positions, and it's A. But everybody is so ready for this push. 4 players here ready to defend the site. They've got a fighting chance, but Snow running up, finding 2 through the smokes off the back of that, and goes back in for the lurk, and it is a bloody massacre as we see them rushing out of camera with not a chance. Now the final 2 of Furia left cowering in the corner without a chance to get back into this round. They can find one through the smoke, but the bomb has already been planted and no kits once again. "4v2. Surely there's not a chance. if they're gonna want this round, if they're gonna want a chance at this, they have to go back into it quickly. Big Zero on the jiggle peak manages to get the information. DGT with another one going through, and they just clean up the kills. And we find ourselves at the halfway line, 9-3. Pain so close to taking this map already. What an incredible half. So many clutches, so many individual plays from Pain, showing us what they're made of after losing Nuke embarrassingly. 13-6. Did you even try? Now we see them with a 6-round lead already. 4 rounds away from another map. 4 rounds away from the decider of Inferno. 4 rounds is all you need. Now they're going to take a bit of a gamble on the pistol round. Pain going to put 4 players on the B bomb site, leaving only 1 on A. DGT here with a lot of players over at A main. With it all to do, no utility, just a USPS, some Kevlar, and a dream. So close, within grasping distance. And now Pain gonna get a bit itchy, gonna know there's something going on, so gonna go for a bit of info over at B main. They find there's nobody there, so the retake is on. The util going over towards A. They know they're gonna have to rotate. At this chance, if they don't do it any quicker, they're gonna have to be playing for retake instead. But I'm gonna get planted without even a fight. The first few pistol shots ring out, and Fallen with a double dink. Beautiful stuff from the man already. And DGT's lurking in the smoke. He's been on this A site since that smoke went down, and he's found a chance, found a timing. But 3 players put an end to that dream right there. 2v4 retake, but it is a pistol round. Can do whatever, and Yuri with the double as well. Oh my goodness, picks up the USPS and just thinks he's James Bond, just absolutely executes 2 players. My goodness, he finds a pistol round, flicking around like that. Jesus Christ, Yuri. And so, on the back of that, they find the pistol round. But Pain gonna go straight back into guns here. Straight back into a force buy. 5 MP9s on the field. So Furia gonna have a lot of resistance against this. The final pieces of utility have been dished out. Pacer off to the edge of the smoke has found a bit over towards A. Has found some space maybe he shouldn't have been given. But now I think we're ready for this. Gets the jiggle peek, but he does see him. He finds a headshot, he finds a double headshot, and now the kills are just lining up for the man. Do I hand him any more? No. Finally, Biggie Zera puts an end to this man's reign. But Fallen going in for another peek, and just Furia queuing up 1 by 1 for the execution squad. Molodoy next at bat. Finds another one, and Snow's left in the 1v3. MP9 versus an AK and 2 Galils. No utility. And no chance, surely. Bomb still hasn't been planted yet, so he gets some information. Finds out Yakindar, but now his position is known. All 3 players are going to be swarming him very soon. Yuri holding the angle as well. They are going to get the plant off the back of this, and they do find him. That is a nice quick conversion for Furia. So now Pain going to have to go in for an eco buy in this round. Aren't going to be able to afford anything if they want a chance of getting back into this game. I say back into it though, they have got a 4-round lead. I will give them that. Fair enough. But now Furies have a chance to completely steamroll them in this next round, as they know they're going to be going up against only pistols. Don't make any stupid mistakes, and you've got yourself a 6th. Bit of a gamble being made by Pain. And they've made their gamble wrong. B site completely empty. Pain ready to go there, but they get quickly taking out Canal, getting some control, and getting an AK, the most crucial part of that. Getting a couple rifles, they lose a couple people down the line, but they have got a fighting chance as retake if they want it, but they're trying to get back out of it. They don't want to go for it anymore. An AK and a Galil, great. A good haul, and they're going to take it over to A side, the opposite side of the map. I'm just going to sit out the rest of the round, going to save the guns, they're going to have a beautiful next round. AK as well in DGT's hands. This man been doing pretty well so far this game, consistently putting up a couple of kills each round. What's what you like to see, the consistency in this man. You want an AK in the hands of this man as well. Not only that, he gets to buy a couple of guns for his teammates as well. And NQZ, is he going to opt for the AWP? He's got the Galil. He is going to go for the AWP. This man brings out the AWP earlier than Furia as well in this half. And on the CT side can be devastating. On Anubis. Very much a T-sided map, but you bring out that AWP, you shift the tides. If you can take some canal control, you have got so much of the map just in your favour. So we are going to see him post up on canals. But the A rush gets taken out by Davideus, who finds a double, completely shuts them down and shuts them out of the round pretty much already. 3v5 is already going to be a hard one to go for. NQZ on the angle of B main as well. They know where they're going to be. Yuri going to walk right to his sight line, but he misses the shot. Knows where he is though. Smoke going to break open and dinks Molodoy just on his arm through the wall. So Molodoy 9 HP. And so I think Furia are going to go off the back of that, weigh up their odds, and are now going to go for a minute-long save, which is beautiful. Beautiful, giving us a little minute to think about what they've done, what they can do to improve. This is essentially just a tactical timeout for them, but just still keeping Pain on the edge of their toes. So it gives Fury a bit of time to talk, a bit of time to talk about tactics. A little bit of time to dance to the music on Anubis. And finally, the round comes to an end, and we see Pain get double digits first. And Davideus did pretty damn well there to close out that round. Gets rushed pretty quick. The flash goes straight over the head, but just continues to spray, you know? Spray it like you mean it. And he gets a double. Off the back of the double, he wins the round. Beautiful stuff. What more can you ask from the man? He's given you a couple of clutches today already. Now he gives you an entire round for free. Doesn't even lose his rifle. That's 5 alive. That's 5 rifles saved. And a good bit of build up as they go into these next few rounds of this quarter-final. Giving them that good piggy bank of money left. A little bit of an emergency fund as you go into these next few rounds, giving them a good couple of full buys ahead of them. I don't know if you can hear that, but the Proclaimers are currently being played at the festival, so I really hope you can. Caserato flashed through DGT on the end of the smoke. Does he get away with his life? Nope. Caserato puts an end to it. Gives him a fighting chance for a minute. Gives him some hope. Can Biggie Zero save the AK? And oh my goodness! This man just sprays through the smoke. This man knows Pythagoras personally. Uses the triangulation of the bullets and manages to pinpoint accuracy Caserato. put him out of his misery. Just shooting through the smoke right there, and wow, Snow peeks into a lot of angles. And on the back of that, NQZ pushing through another smoke as well with an AWP isn't a good idea, and he does get punished for it. But Davideus on the flank, this man's done so well so far this game. Now he's got a chance. Yakindar so low. 1v2 for Davideus. What can he do against the two? Both hiding, and that is a well-timed double peek. So Davideus finally isn't given a chance. He's been given so many chances in these clutches, and Furia want to put an end to that. So that is a clean double peek. I'll give them that. Well-timed from Furia. And so that gives them another round. Doesn't give Pain too much of a chance there, which is what you want to see. Playing Counter-Strike effectively. And so now, first of all, playing Dancing in the Moonlight. This is quite good backing music. I'll give them that. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural song. My apologies, and I've just seen Molodoy's got a whopping 3 kills in the kill feed. This man was doing so well last map as well. This is hard to watch for the poor young blood. Major rookie and major fluke at the moment on Anubis. 3 kills in 17 rounds isn't exactly superstar material, I will say that. Either he can pick it up now and help his team coming into these next 2 rounds, or he can save his energy and put it to good use on Inferno. But with the AWP, you should hope he can make an impact now, sooner rather than later. Oh my god, DGT flicks around, dodges the flash perfectly, and snaps back and decapitates Queserato. My goodness. So that's an early lead for Pain. Three players now stacked on the B bomb site. Bit of info getting looked for. Pain looking over towards A main. Can find the info. It's completely clear. B is about to be hit, and it's about to be hit hard. But now Yakindar with the flank finds the first one. Gets an early warning system. They know where they are. But now Furia, they see that and they realise they have a chance to go anywhere. But they can just go pick up the bomb. Do a bit of a fake rotate. But now 20 seconds left. They have to make a choice. They have to commit to this. 3v3 brawl for this if they're going to go for it. Fallen going to peek through and does get the entry onto Davideus, but Snow answering back, and oh my goodness, gets the triple just with MP9 flicking around, saving everyone's lives, and just getting another triple kill. What is going on? The superstar potential in these people, in these almost children from Pain is absolutely phenomenal. Snow, he's 17 years old. And he's putting up some insane numbers at tier 1. He's been at tier 1 for, like, what? Nearly 2 years now, maybe. Maybe not 2 years, maybe a year, I'll give him that. It's a bit of a stretch. But still, been doing pretty incredible. Maybe not put in some of these superstar positions, but in his limited impact positions, is being given some good chances. And Davideus going for the aggro peak. Finds a nice opener. Once again. And against the pistols of Furia, what's really going to happen? And oh my goodness, NQZ. They line up for the man and he can still continue shooting. And he goes for the Julies for the last one. Finishes off Yakindar. And just completely saves the B-bomb site by himself. And he just finds the collateral, the lineup from the AWP. Finding the kills onto B main. My goodness, this map is insane. A good show in this quarterfinal. Put up from these teams, you look at the bracket and you think this map is going to be one of the worst ones, the lowest caliber teams, furthest from the top 5 possible. and they're putting up a performance today. And Furia have gone for pistols as their full buy, as Pain take match point. So it's pistols or nothing if they want to keep us in the game. And my goodness, this is going to have to be some incredible stuff if they want to get this. And Yakindar going for a gamble, taking some dark control on the fading of the smoke is given a bit of space, given a chance. And they're just running down mid. They're going to find the first one. David Deas through the smoke gets taken out. The gun now picked up, now given a chance. Yakindar, they're peeking into this man. He can find another one. NQZ missed shot. Yakindar gets to save the AK as well. They're giving a fighting chance with this pistol buy and this B site getting executed on. They have a chance, but with the breakthrough of the smoke, nearly gets caught off guard. Nearly gets his soul taken away from him. Now it's a 5v3. 3 players got to do a retake of a fully stacked B bomb site. Are they even going to go for this? They're looking to save. And my god, Furia have converted the round from Tech 9s to a round win. What am I watching? It's match point and you go in for the poorest buy possible and you win it. Oh my lord. Furia never cease to amaze me. I cannot believe what I'm watching. And now they're going on the hunt. Or are they going on the hunt? They go for the save. I take it back. They're going for the save, but my god. This is some incredible stuff from these guys. Giving us a good quarterfinal so far. Back and forth. Crazy round after crazy round. Great individual impact. What more could you want from this game? (12-8) scoreline. If Furia want a chance to finish this series 2-0, they're going to need to crawl back another 4 rounds. Push it to overtime. And then push it a bit further. A long road ahead of them, but a doable one, as they show us what they're made of. That nade lands right on Yakinda's face, takes off nearly half his HP already, without even seeing a soul. Bit of mid control taken, fallen, just walking up mid and finding the space. No eyes on him at the moment. Could go a bit further if he wants. Has got the chance, has been given the opportunity to, if he strikes. Pain just playing from the bomb sites. Don't even care about mid. And the Dark has been fully flushed out. Biggie Zero just about manages to hold on to his life. The mollies push him down from 96 HP, now on a 4. But the gamble, 3 players on the B bomb side ready to defend against all 5 of Furia. Execute going through Snow. You have to find this first one. NQZ gets it instead, and finding a double one. A quick flick onto the other, and pushing through Molodoy. Finally gets a chance to go through. But now, Case Raj is the only man left, and he cannot do it. And Pain take Anubis. My goodness, we go to Inferno. These games cannot be getting much better. Holy Pain, just keeping us guessing all the way. Can they even do this? David Deas getting the MVP in that. And finding another map. Finding another chance to go to the semi-finals. Fury versus Pain, Brazil versus Brazil. Who's going to find their way into the semi-finals? But nonetheless, a bloody brilliant game from absolutely everybody so far. And that's what you want to see in a major. Thank you so much for listening to this cast. I really appreciate any feedback if you could give me. I'm always looking for it. I'm always looking to improve. So anything you can give me is great. And I'm going to profusely apologize if you can hear the music in the background, because my walls are paper thin and I don't have a choice. So yeah, thank you.
Have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.